All right, man. Let's talk about this pimping, man. Just joking, man. Let's thumbs up the video, share video, subscribe to the channel, next subscribe button, and the bell icon button. Um, let's talk about why are women, um, especially a lot of the women in the community, aggressive, right? They have an aggressive nature, even with their RBF face. But they're not aggressive when it comes to approaching men, right? They say, well, men should, kind of approach women and this, that, and the third. And kind of another twist off to the video was like, just kind of thinking of it as just traditional thing. Women want like selective traditional things too when it comes to men, right? They want us to be, traditional, show chivalry and all that other type of stuff. But when it comes to certain things, they don't want to have traditional values as far as roles in the house. I'm the man, I make the decisions, you the woman, you follow. It's like the Bible. A lot of the Christian churches and Catholic churches got women thinking like, leaving out important, facts about the Bible. But to stick on the topic of discussion, why can't women have that same aggressive behavior towards going to get the man that they want? What's the issue with that? What's the issue with y'all approaching and sparking up a conversation? You know what I'm saying? What's the issue with y'all saying, I think you are attractive and are you seeing somebody? What's the issue with that? Y'all be like, well, men should be men. At the end of the day, y'all don't want to be women. Y'all trying to be men. So I never really understood. Make sure my microphone is on. Yeah, I never really understood that aspect of it. Is that, oh, we can do whatever we want. We women. Okay. So in a lot of the ways y'all would choose to be, women, and then y'all want to choose to be the leaders and men and all that stuff. I don't really understand if guys really legitimately don't know. It's not black and white. We legitimately don't know if you find us attractive or not. You know what I'm saying? If we ain't done up to the T, you know what I'm saying? If we ain't crispy and fresh, if we holler at you in our work uniform, we grind and you turn us down, I don't understand why y'all can't keep that same aggressive behavior that y'all have online when it comes to, other women that you don't like, or when they have that aggressive behavior on how you attack that task at work. How you look all mean and shit in public. Why you can't, go out there? You always say we're the men that the men don't come out, the men don't speak to us, the men, they don't even be at the grocery store. We're the men that, okay, why don't y'all have that same aggressive behavior that y'all got that y'all have, in a lot of aspects in life? Why don't y'all get the man that way? Why do y'all see that's where you draw the line? And I say that all the time about women who draw the line at cheating. They don't draw the line at physical abuse in a relationship. They don't draw the line at stealing in a relationship. They don't draw the line at a lot of things in a relationship. For cheating for them is where they draw the line at. And I always found that pretty funny, because a lot of the times when the guy cheat on them and they go back out there, they can't find no better. That's what they done. They done left the guy, and he still have access to your body, right? He still has access to your body, and he get to go do what he want to do. So to me, it just, a lot of things they do don't make any sense. If y'all gonna be ladylike and traditional and ladylike, let's attack it that way then. Let's be ladylike. Let's have, let's be nice. If you don't like a guy, be like, no, thank you, I'm married, or I'm not interested. There's no offense. Let's be ladylike. But in some aspects, they want to be aggressive. In some aspects, they want to be sweet. Like, we don't know what's going on. Don't nobody like a nasty, mean girl, especially when you first get to know her. So why can't we keep that same aggressive behavior that we have women out here in everyday life when it comes to going to get a guy that you like, that you find attractive? Is it because y'all are scared to deal with rejection, but y'all want to fight to be man in so many different aspects? Being rejected as a man comes as part of the game, bro. And I'm not even talking like, okay, I'm approaching this girl, I'm gonna get rejected. Getting rejected for a job, we never benefited from DEI, bro. Everything we had to get was off the muscle, bro. Most black men had to get it off the muscle. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us we faced rejection early. You know, before it became the participation trophy award, didn't make the team, got a trial next year. A lot of us cried. A lot of us was upset. A lot of us felt like we got jobs, we deserved it. It was a favoritism. So we had to deal with rejection early. We had to deal with no early. Parents, I'm pretty sure if they did a study, parents more likely to tell, the boys that they raise no than they are to tell the daughters. I mean, I think we all pretty much know that. You know? But why can't y'all take that aggressive mindset? And most of the time, most of the guys are not gonna be disrespectful. They're not gonna be like, oh no, get the fuck out of my face, you fat mother, you ugly mother. They ain't gonna do that. But why we can't keep as women, is keep that same aggressive behavior as you go attack getting that degree. You know what I'm saying? As y'all sit here and y'all go, attack getting that dress that your ass can't fit in. Attack them shoes that your corn on the side is too big. Why y'all can't attack getting a man like that? If it's a priority, why not make it a priority? Do you lack the confidence? You know the egos and they are very fragile people. I just don't understand that. I just never understood that they in so many other aspects throughout life they want to compete with men. They want to be men. They want to lift weights like men. They want to hoop and compete like the NBA. They want to do this, that, and the third. And I just sit there and I look. Okay, when it comes to stuff like this, okay, approach guys. Guys not approaching, go get what you want. And then, kind of some OT talk, some of the silly stuff they do is how women shoot shots. Women would believe that they give you these very, very hitting, mysterious signals to hit on you. You like you don't know. I walked past him and he didn't do anything, and you know what I'm saying? I looked at him and looked my eyes away and he didn't it's like, yo, like some of the choosing signals that women have is wild. And they think it's a sport where they checking you out when you don't even, and they don't want you to peep that you checking them out. Ain't that crazy that they don't want to peep? Like that's a sport to them where they can check you out without you knowing, and they don't want to get caught. Like they do stupid shit like that. Like you supposed to be a mind reader. With all these, and I understand it's different strokes for different folks. That's a fact. It is different strokes for different folks. Some guys might find this particular girl attractive. Some guys may not. Same thing with women. Some women may find this particular dude attractive. Some they may not. So we understand that, but we don't read your guy's mind. We don't know what you like or what you dislike or what you do or don't like. That's the crazy thing about it. We have no idea. And then we approach y'all, you know what I'm saying? And this is a lot of y'all. I had a sub that tell me on my main channel that a woman just screamed at him. And what's so funny is I seen a brother do a reaction video. In the reaction video, he was like, "Yeah, one of my friends would post this woman. This girl just started screaming, talking about it's Halloween." You know what I'm saying? I thought it was how Halloween was early this year. Like the disrespect. And we had the girl outside of the Houston club, dissing and yelling and being mean to that dude. So my thing is this, dude, if y'all want to stop the brothers from, dating, going overseas and getting passports and all that stuff, why don't y'all just show that brothers that start showing brothers that y'all interested? Because it's a lot of data out here and it's a lot of information, a lot of videos, and I find it funny when I do those Brad worship videos on TikTok, man, they don't let that get in the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? They don't let that get in the algorithm. It's getting out there, and shout out to BG Ipmore. I hope I'm saying that brother's name right. He opened my eyes to really think about it. That black women really fetishize. A lot of black women really Brad is number. We know Brad is number one in the dating market, but a lot of them have slept with Brad on the low. And I started asking women I was talking to a while ago about, even before I seen this video, you know, about, have you slept with a white dude before? You swirl or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of women to be truthful, oh yeah, I tried it didn't work for me. And I didn't seen the most pro-black women with dashikis and African beads around their neck and shit. They admitted that I had a white boyfriend, daddy pro-black, like that Eddie Murphy and Lauren London movie with Jonah Hill. I'm telling you, bruh. Sometimes just get out there and try to spark up conversations with people out there. Go to the bar and just rant and see what they be saying and stuff. Yeah, it's a fact. That's real. That's a real thing, bro. So a lot of them have secretly slept with these dudes. And why you think when you go to the bar, white guys, when they see black women in the bar, it can be in a predominantly black space, and they so comfortable walking up to black women like they easy. See, white women don't really do that to black dudes like that. Believe it or not, no. Now if they get drunk, yeah, they walking up to anybody and everybody. You know what I'm saying? But if you really see, you drop a white guy in the blackest bar and watch how comfortable they are at the bar. Give them a fucking Budweiser, Bud Light. Oh, they think black women easy. People that did videos about women over in Japan and how they think black women are easy, and that's because of some of the aesthetics that they put out there on social media, bro. When you showing your cars off, you twerking, and the majority of y'all doing that, that's what people think y'all about. So my thing is, y'all aggressive and shake y'all ass on social media. Y'all aggressive in the attire that y'all wear and showing your panties and your ass and cheeks. Well, y'all can't be, if y'all really love black men, right? Real talk. Or a lot of y'all women out there, if y'all really wanted the man, y'all really wanted a relationship, why don't y'all attack it like y'all attack the social media? Why do y'all don't attack it like y'all attack, like y'all attack men online? If you really want a man, why don't you really go out there and take the initiative and be as aggressive as you is in other aspects in life? You attack that degree like that. Oh, it's the easiest thing to get. Yeah, it can be easy to get hit, but can you keep them? So I had to say, hit the link in the description, join the Patreon, so the real channel go down that piece.